Let me begin by telling you a little bit about myself. My name is Rosemary Fromson, and I have a private practice for counseling in Abbotsford, British Columbia. I focus on many areas: grief and loss, trauma, anxiety, depression, addictions, relationships, and I am a master practitioner of counseling psychology and a registered professional counselor through the Canadian Professional Counselors Association. I'm also a member in good standing of the Canadian College of Counselors and Psychotherapists. What I want to talk about today is relationships. One of the things or themes, I guess, through my counseling is communication and how very important that is in all of our relationships, whether those relationships are personal, whether they're work-related or peer-related. Communication is the ultimate key to having a successful relationship in any one of those areas. I find that when I'm working with couples, the communication style usually is about I, the ego. And I does not mean a compromise. I is about what I want, what I need, and what I expect. We, on the other hand, is about compromise. We is about us. It's about what we want. It's about what we believe our relationship is. And it's about how we can get through and find compromises. So we is the compromise, I is the ego. Another area in communication that becomes an issue is intent. And this goes to when you're listening to a person, are you actually hearing them? Do you hear their intent, or are you listening from your history? Often when we talk, we are talking from our personal history, and the person who's listening is listening from their personal history, meaning no one's involved in the issue at hand, because two people are, if you will, looking through a kaleidoscope and seeing totally different images. So it's very, very important that we clarify what it is we believe we heard and not make assumptions. We all know what assumption means. When we're having a conversation, it is true that the I statement format really works, because I need to talk to you about how a behavior is affecting me and how are we going to fix it. So as you know, in I statements, it's about first how I feel. So I feel angry. When? Well, what's the behavior? Why do I feel angry? I feel angry when you don't come home on time and you don't call ahead to let me know you're going to be late. Why? How does that affect me? Well, it affects me because I'm actually worried. I don't know if you're okay, if you're safe. So I've let you know that I'm feeling scared, angry, when I don't hear from you, because I don't know if you're safe or alive. So the big important piece then is the agreement. This is the buy-in, if you will. It ends with, can we agree that if you're going to be late, you will just excuse yourself from whatever situation you're in, give me a quick call and just say, I'm sorry, I'm going to be a little bit late. I'll call you when I'm able to communicate. Can we agree to this? Well, so then it's up to me at that point. Do I agree? Or do I come back and say, no, I can't agree to that. However, what I can agree to is and give an alternative. This is the negotiation piece, and at the end of that, we come to an agreement that we agree on. So again, when we're communicating, we don't want to attack someone. That is not our intent. Our intent is to get a clear, concise understanding of the issue and to have a we agreement at the end of it. It's important when we're listening that we are listening with all of us, that we're listening with the whole self, with our two eyes and our two ears. We're not talking with the one mouth, because there's the 4-to-1 ratio. We're watching facial expressions, we're listening for tone, and we're watching for gestures. We want words, tone, facial expression, and our gestures to all be congruent, to all show the same thing. So I'm intently listening to you when I am watching all of that, and I am not formulating my comeback or my answer until I have listened to all that you've had to say. At that point, it's then up to me to clarify that I clearly understood your intent. So I would say back to you, if I have heard you correctly, I heard you say, once you finished, the person who was speaking then would let you know, yes, that's what I meant, that was my intent, or no, it wasn't. If it was not correct, if I did not understand correctly, then it would be again for me to say, would you please put that in different words so that I can understand clearly what it is you're asking, what your intent is. So this is sort of the volley, the tennis volley, if you will, of communication. Back and forth, clarifying until it's very clear that you're both understanding what the issue is, what the intent is. Once we have that, then comes the negotiation of how do we correct this? How do we as a team fix this to a situation that is acceptable to both of us? And when we do that, we have issues sorted out quickly, easily, and we get on and spend some quality time together in our relationships. Again, my name is Rosemary Thompson. I am a therapist, counselor in Abbotsford, British Columbia. The name of my company is Illuminating Counselling Services, and you can find me at 604-302-9648, or you can find me on the web at www.advicecounseling.com, or you can email me at rjfroms@telus.net. Thank you, and stay safe.